Hello air signs, let's see what the upcoming weekend has in store for you. And it could be about pretty much anything. Love, finances, friendship, trips, whatever comes up. We'll have 4 separate spreads in this reading. The first spread is for all of you, it's like a bonus, and then there's going to be a separate spread for every air sign individually. Timestamps should be in the description box down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is for all air signs. We have the Knight of Wands clarified by the Six of Swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. We also have Ten of Cups. And we have Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, maybe a Sagittarius, or any zodiac sign. I gotta be honest with you, air signs. This spread is a bit of a complex, because it's just the weekend highlights. Right? So I can interpret it many different ways, but I'll just focus on the scenario that speaks to me the most. It feels like something is about to get much better through hard work. For some of you, you could be literally receiving good news that you got a job, and you're going to be celebrating. Okay? For some of you, you're getting a good news of job. Others of you working, maybe on Saturday. Okay, but the really good news is that the very last card that came out is the Ten of Cups right next to the deck. The Ten of Cups is the happily ever after card. It's a card of like a massive family-oriented celebration. It's a family card, you know, commitment, marriage card, all that. It's one of the happiest card in the deck. Okay. However, we do start with the Nine of Wands clarified by the Six of Swords, and we have Death on the bottom of the deck. Death could simply be Scorpio you're dealing with, and we are about to enter Scorpio birthday season. Okay, we still have a couple of days left for Libra. Happy birthday, Libras, if you're celebrating. But perhaps it has something to do with Scorpio birthday or Scorpio birthday season that's about to take place. Or something like that. So yeah, the Nine of Wands clarified by the Six of Swords. The Nine of Wands is a card of somebody who is like a wounded warrior, somebody who is still struggling, somebody who is suspicious, skeptical because of what happened to them in the past. This person in the Nine of Wands doesn't trust anybody, or doesn't trust a particular person or group of people. Right? The Six of Swords clarifying it. This card always brings improvements. Right? With the Six of Swords, things usually get better. It's a card of a rough patch being over. Or it's a card of maybe literally going somewhere. But I tend to think that this card is talking about improvements. Right? The Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in the middle. The Eight of Pentacles could be literally a card of work. You know, or somebody worked on themselves. Or somebody perfected something, or somebody like gained a skill through hard work, or something like that. The Wheel of Fortune could also be interpreted as a card of literally going somewhere. But the Wheel of Fortune is like a very fortunate turnaround, or a start of a new cycle. And going back to the Death card, like I said, some of you are simply dealing with a Scorpio. Others of you, Death symbolizes a transformation, a major transformation. So you're going from the person in the Nine of Wands, where it's just one person, and they're hurting, and they're suspicious, they don't trust anybody, they don't feel like going anywhere or doing anything, right? You're going from that energy to the Ten of Cups energy, where you see a lot of people in the Ten of Cups, right? At least 4. It's one of the happiest cards in the deck. All right, so that's what's happening. It's like a major transformation. All right, cool. Gemini, we have the Tower clarified by the Sun, Strength clarified by the Three of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups, and we also have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I wouldn't be surprised if you're dealing with a Leo, Gemini. You don't have to be, but we have Leo in the cards on the table twice. The Sun and Strength. All right, so yeah, the Sun and the Strength could be a Leo. The Tower could be either a Scorpio or maybe an Aries. But the first 3 cards on the left are all major arcana cards. All right, and the remaining 3 cards are all minor arcana cards. So it almost feels like you're going to be shocked or overwhelmed. Something is going to happen really unexpectedly, and then you'll have to maybe pause real quick for a second or a day or a month and make a decision, and make some kind of a decision. Okay, yeah, the Tower clarified by the Sun. The Tower in this case is most likely something that happens very unexpectedly. Right? The Tower could be interpreted so many different ways. Yes, this is also when things fall apart, but I think in this case, what could be falling apart is your plans for the weekend, for the week, or for the rest of your life. if you already have plans, right? But you may have to like push things back, reschedule things, right? That's what the Tower is. Or it's simply something that happens very, very unexpectedly, right? And the Sun, clarifying it, could be, like I said, a Leo you're dealing with. The Sun could also be a card of clarity, so somebody's becoming crystal clear. And the Sun is also the happiest card in the deck. So I'm a little surprised to see the Tower clarified by the Sun. So it could be like a sudden revelation, right? Or sudden clarity or an epiphany. But for some of you, it could simply be a sudden happiness, or Leo all of a sudden shows up. Speaking of Leos, like I said, Strength is also a Leo card. Strength could be a card of courage, okay? Strength is also a card of loyalty. And Strength could also be a card of pure, raw passion. So you let me know how this card plays out for you. All right, it's clarified by the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of somebody made up their mind, somebody who made a decision after they had to go through some kind of a decision-making process. I should have probably mentioned that Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So I think this is how it all starts, to be honest with you. With the Page of Cups, you're going to be hearing from somebody. And that's when the Page of Cups plays out together with the Tower, right? You're going to be hearing from somebody, and that's what causes the Tower. Okay, the Page of Cups could be an apology, by the way. Yeah, it can be an apology. Perhaps you thought you'll never hear an apology from this person, or somebody inviting you somewhere, or somebody approaching you. All right? So yeah, that whole thing triggers the Tower with the Sun and Strength and the Three of Wands. And at the end we have the Ace of Cups. So all of this is about love. All right? I don't know if you heard the introduction, because my weekend highlight spreads, they're not exactly about love, whatever comes up, right? But in this case, it's love, definitely, since the Ace of Cups showed up here. All right, cool. Libra, we have the Page of Swords clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Magician clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. And we also have the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Well, Libra, if you're celebrating your birthday this weekend, happy birthday. This spread is about work, business, and finances. You will not necessarily have to work during the weekend. Some of you will just need to make some kind of a decision. It almost feels like you'll receive an offer before the weekend, and they'll tell you, you know what, just think about it over the weekend and let us know. Let us know on Monday or Tuesday or something like that. All right? Because we have a lot of pentacles on the table, right? And the Three and the Eight of Pentacles are work cards, work, business, and finances cards, okay? And we start with the Page of Swords, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Swords is a message, right? And what's in the message is that Knight of Pentacles. It's a job offer. It's a job offer. It's a promotion offer. It's a contract offer. It's a business opportunity, whatever. You get the idea. Right? And it has to do with work. The Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? The Magician, right next to the deck, could be either a Virgo or a Gemini you could be dealing with. But perhaps that's why they want to hire you. That's why they want to promote you. When it comes to work, business, and finances, which I believe this card is about, I usually interpret the Magician as a card of somebody who is really good at what they do. Okay, it's a very creative individual, so perhaps that's the way they see you. It's also a card of manifestation and taking action. It's actually a very active card. Some people forget it, I guess, that this is a very active card. And on the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Wands. So I think over the weekend you'll have time to wrap your head around this, to think about it, to sleep on it, and let them know what you want to do on Monday or Tuesday. All right, cool. Aquarius, we have the Three of Swords, clarified by the Moon. We have the Five of Cups, clarified by the Page of Cups, and then we have three aces. It's so far I think it's the craziest spread out of all spreads. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. All right, so here's the deal, Aquarius. You're dealing with somebody from the past. It could be an ex, or it could be somebody who ghosted you in the past, or maybe just never got off the ground, or life got in the way, or something like that. But your heart was broken, either by the fact that maybe you set your hopes really high for this person, and you were looking forward to getting to know this person, to go out with you, and they ghosted you, or they went, MIA, or because you two broke up. Okay, so you will be hearing from, if you can think of someone like that, Aquarius, you'll be hearing from that individual. Okay, and I think this person knows that they like royally messed up. I think this person knows it. Therefore, all the aces at the end. It's like this person will throw everything they've got at you. They're gonna try really, really, really hard to either give it a second chance or to try again with you if it never got off the ground, right? But yeah, we start with the Three of Swords clarified by the Moon. The Moon, it could be a Pisces you're dealing, but the Moon is a card. It's one of the most emotional cards in the deck. If it's clarifying the Three of Swords, it's like it's amplifying the Three of Swords. It's like major sadness, major disappointment. Speaking of disappointments, the Five of Cups, the next card over, is a card of a disappointment. And it's also a card of grief and regret. And here comes the Page of Cups. It's an apology. It's an attempt from them to at least to get you to reply. The Page of Cups could be a bouquet of flowers, anything, right? And after that, those three aces will play out. Crazy. They know they need to throw everything they've got at you, otherwise you wouldn't even. They know. And so do you. You also know. All right? Cool.